What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Earls Collection and Asics Gel-Cumulus 16. This marks the second collaboration between Earls Collection and Asics, following up their initial collaboration on the GT2160, which dropped back in 2024. Fast forward 2 years later and they're back releasing this Gel-Cumulus 16, which, fun fact, was actually a performance running shoe that released back in 2014. And just like we've seen countless times in the past few years, a lot of these 2000s and 2010s era running shoes are being brought back as lifestyle casual use sneakers. So Earls Collection, for those who haven't heard of it before, is a New Zealand-based brand that was founded by Louis Brown, who was most famous for being a pro-rugby player. But as he's put professional sports aside, that shift in focus into Earls Collection has been incredibly successful. So this collaboration is very sentimental, and it really ties back to the idea of home, family, heritage, specifically Louis Brown's Maori roots. And there's so many details within this shoe that tie back to Louis Brown on a personal level, which I'll explain later on throughout this video. Before I forget, these dropped on May 21st for $180 US or $230 here in Canada, and I want to give a huge thank you over to Earls Collection and Asics for sending me over this pair. So first off, here's a quick look at the packaging, and this is a very unique special box, which again ties back to the idea of home. So we have Asics branding on the top lid, and then on the sides of the box, you can see it has these graphics which make it look like a house. So I thought this was really nice, and of course we have Earls branding on the side here too. So as far as the shoe goes, jumping right into the details, the base layer of the shoe is predominantly covered in this very unique mesh, which pays homage to their original collaboration on the GT2160, and according to the website, it reflects the Maori principle of honoring those who help us move forward. So this has a very raw and almost like an unfinished feel to the touch. To me, it almost resembles string. Overlaid on top of this, we have these silver panels, which are bonded or fused on top of the mesh. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have this pebbled black leather, which I believe is actually a synthetic leather, but to me, it feels like a pretty decent representation of genuine leather to the touch. Covering the eyelets, we have more of that pebbled black leather. Underneath this, we have a textured silver overlay bonded on top of the mesh, and then on the lateral side of the midfoot, we have this large Asics stripe, which is done in a mix of black and brown synthetic pebbled leather. Above this, covering the top three eyelets, we have more pebbled brown leather with silver colored detailing, and then hanging off the edge of the Asics stripe, we have this tag with Earls branding found on the lateral side only. When you compare this to the medial side, so they kept things different here. So on this side, the stripe and the eyelet panels are totally brown leather, which provides a nice and unique contrast compared to the black found on the lateral side. We have more brown pebbled leather covering the heel of the shoe. Underneath this, we have what feels like a flat suede. It has a bit of a rough texture to the touch. We have Earls branding pressed onto the center of the heel, and then covering the top portion of the ankle collar area, we have more of that unique string-like mesh. As far as the laces go, this pair comes with two different lace options. So the standard lace that they come with is an oval shaped brown colored lace, but they have these orange colored lace tips too. But if you're not feeling the laces, they also come with a cream or off-white colored lace, which I think looks really nice. Both options I think were really solid. It's really tough to choose one over the other. Underneath this, we have that same mesh covering the tongue, just like what's used covering the body of the shoe. We have this tag with Earls branding, which helps to hold the laces in place. And then on the top of the tongue, we have what feels like a flat suede once again. This is done in this black finish, and we have Asics branding etched away from this at the very top. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in a black colored mesh. And then for the insoles, these come with a very well padded foam lined insole, but this is probably one of the best things about this shoe. The carpet pattern that's visible on the insoles, this is actually taken directly from a carpet found in Louis Brown's childhood home. So I thought this was an incredible addition to the shoe, really making it special and making it more sentimental. So the upper of this shoe sits atop this midsole, which I believe is a dual density EVA foam. The original Gel-Cumulus 16 I think used fluid ride technology, but there's no mention of that on this particular pair. So it could not. I don't want to make a call because I really honestly don't know. Regardless though, they still utilize Asics gel technology, so this is visible on both the lateral forefoot and the lateral heel, and this helps with impact protection and shock absorption to some degree. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is crafted out of black and brown rubber. So you can see here how the outsole is heavily segmented, giving the shoe more flexibility. And in the middle, we have the silver colored plastic, which is Asics Trustic technology. And this is there in place to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, overall, I feel like these do run true to size. So for most people, that's what I'd recommend. I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got sent these in a size 10 and they fit me perfectly. Not snug, not too loose. So if you have a narrow, a normal, or even a slightly wide foot, I'd recommend just going true to size. If you have like a really wide foot, you might want to consider going up half a size. But even though my feet are a little bit on the wider side, I didn't feel any discomfort, any pressure points whatsoever on this shoe. So true to size fit me really, really well. Moving on to the comfort of the sneaker. So overall, it's a comfortable shoe. There's definitely some level of step-in comfort and some level of plushness to this, but at the same time, you can feel that once your foot kind of compresses that top layer of foam, there's still a lot of stability in the shoe too. Technically, the Gel-Cumulus 16 is meant to be more of a long distance running shoe, so it's meant to give you that level of plushness to allow you to run longer, but at the same time, there's still a lot of stability within this shoe. It's not going to be overly stacked like, for example, a Nike Vomero Premium or even the Vomero Plus. Those shoes, you really feel wobbly, but you don't feel that whatsoever with this shoe. The materials also feel extremely broken in with this mesh upper. There's really no break-in time required. You can just toss them on for the first time and they feel good to go. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality I thought was solid in that it's a unique mix of materials. They do utilize a bunch of synthetic leathers on this shoe, but like I mentioned earlier, the quality of the synthetic leather is really good. Honestly, if it didn't mention it on the official description, just from the eye test, it's kind of difficult to tell that it's not a real leather. And then I really like the rest of the materials chosen as well. We have this unique mesh that covers the majority of the upper. This I thought was really, really dope. And then of course, these silver panels, which are kind of a callback to Asics roots as a actual performance running shoe. And in terms of the build quality, my pair was totally fine. The panels were consistent between my left and right feet. Stitch job was good, free of major glue stains. So all in all, no complaints about this pair. I was pretty impressed with these in hand. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, this is a very, very well executed collaboration between Earls Collection and Asics. The colors of the shoe really speak for themselves. It really has this warm feeling to it, which makes sense because this is honoring his childhood, his home, his family. So you can really feel that warmth within the shoe itself. I also really like the material variety, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, like I said, this is a great collaboration. This isn't a shoe that's instantly sold out, so I think on a lot of at least Canadian websites, you're still able to grab your size. So I wouldn't sleep too long if you're kind of on the fence. Honestly, this is a great shoe. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Earls Collection Asics Gel-Cumulus 16? What are your overall thoughts on the execution of this collaboration? Did you also pick these up for yourself? Are you kind of on the fence, or are you not a fan of it, which is fine and this was a pass for you? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link my socials down below for you guys to check out and follow. And as always, thank you for your continued love and support, and I'll catch everybody in my next video.